Hello, hello, hello. How are you guys feeling?
Good.
Ready.
Good. All right, so for our dumplings, we are going to be making pork pot stickers and shrimp shumai.
Easy peasy.
Easy peasy is right. I have these beautiful shrimp today. Oh my gosh, are you gonna have to clean shrimp? Hell yes! First thing, we're just gonna rip the heads off. Now, take your scissors and right back down the back, and then we're just going to whip the shell and everything off. And for today, we're gonna take the tail off too. Down the back here is what we call the main vein. That's the poop. So we do a little poop removal. Just gonna give them a quick rinse, drain all the water from them. So I'm just gonna coarsely chop my shrimp, and I'm gonna think about how I want to get my shrimp bound together. We want the whites, not the yellows. Get this like nice snotty part off. Cornstarch is going to be my binder. When we are measuring things, it's a scoop and sweep method. I'm just gonna beat this together. Pulse. I want this to be sort of like a chunky paste. Baby steps. I'm not letting it just. We are gonna add our egg white cornstarch mixture. I'm gonna get everyone nice and mixed together. So now I'm going to add the juice and the zest of some lemon. So for these guys, we're gonna go right up to the greens as well. And we're gonna chop them teeny. 2 cloves of garlic, break it, have the skin fly right off, cut it in half. My knife is off the edge of my board. I'm gonna hit with this part of my hand. Bang, chop. And then we'll do some ginger. When we peel our ginger, it's just a really thin little skin. And then we're gonna just get grating. Soy sauce plays the role of salt. A teaspoon of sesame oil. It's a roasty, toasty flavor, but it's very easy to overdo it. Now, I think that my filling is really nicely done, but how do I know?
Cook it.
Test face.
Thank you. We're gonna do a tester patty. It's very delicate, it's very tender. Now I'm gonna bounce over to pork. I'm going to add some water chestnuts, some crunchy stuff, yummy. Dump the water out of it. We're gonna chop these guys up. You want them pretty uniform because we're gonna mix them all through our pork. Let's do another big fat piece of ginger. Now I'm gonna do garlic. So, and notice continuous motion, right? We have some cilantro also. We're gonna chop up the stems and everything. I'm going to put in 2 egg whites. This is going to make it stick together. 3 tablespoons of soy sauce, a teaspoon of sambal, and then I'm going to dice about half a pepper. Cut it in half. We're gonna bust out the stem and the seeds. Cut the half in quarters, and this white stuff in there, we're just gonna cut it out. And then these pithy things right here, like the ribs, go ahead and get rid of them. This is a very fleshy, thick pepper for this. So I'm going to cut this in half again, and I'm going to just do a little bit of removal here. Then we'll have something that's much easier to do a knife cut on. Now, look at what I have. Slices, sticks, and then we're gonna do dices. We want feeny little dices. Really, you want it like all nicely mixed together, so every bite will be the same. So I have my dumpling fillings. Now, always with a dumpling, you have a dipping sauce. So I have fish sauce. It smells terrible. This plays the salty role in things. Then I have rice wine vinegar, which is the sour part, sambal, and little sugar in there. Sour, sweet, salty, bitter. Here, why don't you guys come over here, try this guy, try a little dipping sauce on it. You feel the ginger, you feel like the crunchy water chestnuts. Isn't your mouth excited?
So happy.
So now that we have our fillings,
Right.
we need to know what to put them in. So we have a special guest that is going to teach you guys how to make the dumplings.
So I'm gonna show you how to fold and cook dumplings. These pot stickers today are gonna be really fun. We have a house-made dough. You wanna pull it and make a log out of it. And then you wanna cut your nugget. Each nugget, you wanna put it under a little bit of plastic because they do dry out quick. You're gonna take this nugget, and then you're just going to make it into a ball. After it becomes a ball, just put it on your board. Then that's when you can put a little bit of flour on the board. You put a little flour in your hand, press down, flour with a rolling pin, flatten it. Then you'll turn your skin over, and you'll do the same thing. Now you're gonna make the edges thin. So now you put a little bit of filling. You know, you probably would wanna start with a little less than more. Press down, you're just folding it over like a taco. Pinch the end, then you're gonna bring a pleat up. And you have all your pleats, press down on the dumpling, and that's what you get. So shumais are generally either shrimp or pork. For the shumai, the pre-made skins are the best. Water, cold filling, and you just wanna pinch, pinch, pinch. 5 of these is good. And then what you're gonna do is you're going to start folding all those pleats back around. And then you're gonna squeeze, pushing down a little bit on the filling to get rid of any of the air. That is it, and that's your shumai. So now we're gonna show you how to cook some of these. Make sure that there's a little bit of oil on this paper, and then you will put your shumais into the steamer. These dumplings usually will take about 6 to 7 minutes to cook. Pot stickers, you wanna get your pan hot, a little bit of oil. You can just get a little bit of the oil under that skin. You wanna add the water to the side of the pan, not over the dumplings. You wanna add enough so it comes up to about 1/4 up the side of the dumpling, and then you're gonna cover it. Check it out. What you'll see is the remaining water has these big bubbles. You don't want to move them at this point. You don't want to pick them up and check them out because you want all that heat to kind of start developing the crust. Now all it takes to produce a great dumpling is just a little bit of patience and get that nice brown, crispy, crunchy bottom. When you test to see this is done, you're gonna make sure that it's firm. And so there you go. There's your pot stickers. There's your shumai.
I love stickers.
Me too.